Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the international webinar on climate project on early warning system, anticipatory action and climate actions, organized by WRFASE, that is WRFASE, in association with IRAJ webinars. On the behalf of entire organizing committee, I'm Isaac Behra, organizing secretary, would like to welcome you all for this webinar. Apart from organizing various seminars, expert talks, and conferences, we have various highly rated multidisciplinary journals in the field of science, engineering, technology, and management. Since our inception, we have been arranged various international conferences at various parts of the world like New York, London, Australia, Hong Kong, Dubai, Bangkok, Kuala Lumpur, India, etc. More than 1 lakh people across the globe are associates with us, and more than 5 lakh research papers have been presented and published during our journey. Today, I'm glad to welcome you all as a member of this fastest growing network for the advancement of science and technology in terms of research and innovation. Today, we were very much fortunate to have an eminent professor and expert who is joining this webinar as an expert speaker and guest. His name is Professor Dr. Imran Ahmed Jakhro. Presently, he's working as a professor at Food and Agriculture Organizing of the United Nations, Karachi, Sindh, Pakistan. Now, I'd like to welcome you, Professor Dr. Imran Ahmed, to deliver the webinar.
Thank you very much, sir, for your great words, and it is very honor for me. I'm just going for the presentation, and then I present my theory and methodology, and how can anticipatory link with the early warning system and will mitigate the disaster impact on food security, livelihood, and our other resources. So thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Basically, you can see my screen.
Yes, sir, I can see your screen, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, basically, I established drought early warning system and flood early warning system recently in Pakistan. The main motto is to mitigate the disaster impact in Pakistan, and especially in Asia and Pacific, because Asia region is most vulnerable in terms of disasters. So this is my little introduction. I'm a global thinker, and I wanna take efforts on mitigating climate change and adoption policy and other establishment of early warning system, and to save people and their livelihood and assets, extra. So this is my profile. You can take the snap, and you can follow me on my profile, Twitter, Instagram, and also you can connect with me on my email address. So recently, you can heard in the news in Pakistan, almost recently Pakistan going a worse flood situation in August 2020, and now is still Pakistan almost from the Pakistan area, from Sindh, Balochistan, and South Punjab area, also in underwater situation. You can see this in this picture. So the most damages are plus 1,500 people still dead reported in this death, and 10 million people displaced, 33 million people are affected, 8,000 livestock almost dead, and almost 50 million livestock on a risk level. 1 million homes washed away, 200 plus bridges, roads, and other infrastructure are damages by this flood, and still losses and damages are not countable. You can see in this map by source of OCHA, you can see in Pakistan, Balochistan, Sindh, and South Punjab are mostly affected. So what is the plan, and how can we mitigate this impact on food security, livelihood, and other our assets. How can we save the people from this disaster? Because the experts say the next year upcoming in India and Pakistan is more severe than in now currently situation facing by Pakistan. So my plan is to strengthen the resilience of flood vulnerable communities, also drought vulnerable communities as well as. So my before flood escalated into a humanitarian emergency, which can we save lives, safeguard livelihood, protect assets, reduce disaster losses, and offset emergency response costs. So who is the targeted population? So my first of all, we prefer low income household which they have no any income, little bit income, like a farmer household that receive and early social protection, because they are based on the social protection scheme, like Pakistan Prime Minister recently started, Imran Khan started SR program, like previously Benazir income support program, like that. Limited access to clean water for drinking and daily use. Communities without access of adequate sanitation, like smallholder farmer, and having 10 to 15 animals, and uh, whose assets and livelihood were majorly recent drought or flood events affected by, and like major family and 10 to 15 household, 10 to 15 members in the household. So these are the criteria. So targeted my first, I have established the first plan for the entire province of Sindh. You can see the districts from top to bottom. You can Kashmir to Tharparkar and Karachi to Thatta and all over the Sindh. This is plan work for the all over the Sindh province of districts. Uh, you can see in the world map in neighboring India and Pakistan also jointly connected. So major affected by population in India and Pakistan, like I giving you an example in Assam, and like in recently I giving you example in Pakistan, Sindh, South Punjab and Balochistan. So my early warning system established in Sindh province for the piloting purpose. This is the crisis timeline you can see, which for the Sindh province, which June, July, August, September, this is the rainy season. And crop calendar, you can see there are two seasons, which we say local language Rabbi and Kharif. And livestock seasonal migration occurs in September, October, November, and then the flood water going to down and then come back to their area. Most impact on the flood and drought impacted on crops and livestock. So my early warning system monitoring period starts from the January to December. This is the monthly monitoring period, and will 3 months before triggering score reach at the action level, and then we are in position to take anticipatory action with the government, stakeholders, civil society, United Nations organization, and other agencies for the take immediately action to mitigate the drought impact and save our people from the disasters. The big concept of a full flood early warning system is an integrated system of tool and plan managed by and for the communities. It is provide near real-time early warning, near real-time. When perception of above normal rainfall and rising flood waters are detected in most vulnerable district in Sindh. As we consider for a drought, this is long range fall for the perception, and then we take immediately action for the farmer in drought prone districts. So what is this early warning system? Provide a platform to systematically monitor throughout a set of indicators and thresholds the likely impact of flood on the livelihood and food security of targeted groups, like earlier I mentioned in the entire province of Sindh districts. So my major concept to link early warning to implementation to specific anticipatory early action aiming to protect assets and support agriculture production, enhance livelihood diversification strategies, and increase access to food and nutritious, support resilience building, reduce the cost of humanitarian response. This is the major important pillar. You can see a picture is worth 1,000 words. A complex idea can conveyed with just a single still image means we collect data in a very single image, namely making it possible to absorb large amounts of data quickly. The basically this picture aim to we collect data before any disaster happen or shock can happen. So key elements of early warning system. Number first key element, risk knowledge. We have a risk knowledge hazards, elements at the risk vulnerabilities. We identify and then we going for the monitoring and warning process. Rainfall, river level, and the warning decision to take anticipatory action earlier before any hazard, any disaster or any shock are coming. Communication mechanism is key pillar of the early warning system, which we can use WhatsApp. Now in this time we can use WhatsApp circulation, radio, television, telephone, and house to house and warning system. Then anticipatory action capability, evacuation center, research and rescue and relief gods. So this is the basically my early warning system, key elements of early warning system. Applying, I can applying four strategies. Number first, extend weather forecasting and early warning system. Prepare hazards and map at the local scale in targeted locations. Number three, develop capacity of early warning and evacuation system. Is number four, extend early warning designation system. So this is very great strategies which can we applying and to save our people. In Sindh province flood early warning system, the ultimate goal this flood early warning system is to provide warning to vulnerable communities who are the most vulnerable. In Sindh province, most disaster vulnerable district and further contribute to human food and nutrition security. This is to be achieved by the acting before the flood escalated into a humanitarian emergency. Now you can take an example recently uh, flood is a humanitarian emergency crisis because I give you an example why we are facing by the fossil fuel industry. Pakistan contribution only 1% of America, more less than 1%, but we are facing. And now after that, India is facing the biggest challenge in flood and drought. So because Asia is the most vulnerable region, that we are India and Pakistan are the biggest. India is also biggest country, and Pakistan is also recently facing a great flood in terms of the destroyed everything. Almost from the 3% of Pakistan destroyed everything: roads, infrastructure, houses, livestock, agriculture, crops, and each and everything. So, which can we can safeguard livelihood, protect assets, reduce disaster losses, and offset emergency response costs. So this is very innovative idea. The overall primary objective to link early warning system to early anticipatory action. before any disaster are happening. The early warning system aim to provide information in advance, ensuring enough lead time to available to launch and implement anticipatory action, like early action on ground. Systematically monitor through set of indicator and threshold the likely impact of flood on livelihood and food security and targeted group. Link early warning to implementation specific early action aiming to protect, like earlier mentioned, assess and enhance livelihood the diversification strategies and increase access to food and nutritious support resilience building, reduce the cost of humanitarian response. So this is my early warning system Excel based model which I established, and this is very innovative. In the exchange of this early warning system, I recognize by Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, Director General FAO recognized me the employee recognized award in 2021. I'm only one among the 200 around the world, and this is very innovative, which I established for the flood and earlier established for the drought. This early warning system, we take monthly basis monitoring and assesses the potential and occurrence of flood events as well as drought events with the impact of agriculture, livelihood, and food security. You can see number first column indicator group. I divided in three major groups: vulnerability, meteorological, and hydrological. Uh, each indicator group having a weight. Each indicator I have identified through the consultation of workshops from the different universities, different disaster institution, and then I finalize this early warning system. This is the core main major early warning system for the flood, and also as well as I have established for the drought. So these are the indicators you can see, which you can see indicator group and indicators and monitoring period. Some indicators we can take monitoring on monthly and quarterly, and some indicator monthly, and some indicator taken on daily basis for especially hydrological. So each and every indicator has been assigned to a threshold which the indicator is sending a warning signal. A weight has been assigned to each indicator group and to each indicator based on their relevance and reliability. The monitoring process should be carried out on monthly basis at the beginning of each month. Each month has a dedicated tab with a specific subset of indicators that are relevant that specific month. The steps described hereafter should be followed to conduct the monthly monitoring exercise. This is the use weak availability of indicators. If indicator met our threshold, put one A column and extra. You can. This is the scientific general rules which I assigned to this early warning system. This is the decision making guidelines. Clear and loud. Hello.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, sir.
So this is the level of monitoring period. If our triggering score is 0 to UN agency this triggering score. I can try you. This triggering score, total triggering score. If this reach from 50 to 100%, then we take immediately action. Humanitarian actors, partners, government stakeholders be alert. Immediate review qualitative references and validate the indicators threshold, and then we launch possible action based on outcome. Divide either for launching action, proposal for the funding activation, and other action which we need to be need for the saving the people. So you can see the trigger flood anticipatory action. I have divided anticipatory action by month wise, and this is just an initial stage. So I'm working on that as I add more anticipatory action in this section. So this is just for an example. This is the roadmap. Our early warning system with the institutionalized with the government departments. So number first, we strengthen institutional capacity, and number two, strengthen risk knowledge, and number three, improve communication dissemination system, and number five, improve preparedness and capacity of anticipatory action. Number six, adopt and integrated information technology system. Number seven, this early warning system should be part of policy, because uh, uh, after the in Pakistan, after the 18th amendment, the provinces has a authorized for the implementation of the program. So my main effort for this early warning should be part of the policy, and then institutionalization. So this is the overall roadmap for my early warning system. So this is my year one plan for flood early warning system implementation plan. So I wanna start in November, December, January, and February. You can see the planning and system installation. You can see this system. Other observation and monitoring, and from 2023 we can start observation and monitoring for flood and drought, both disaster. Communication, advisory, designation, and create linkages between early warning system and line departments. Prediction and forecasting, triggering, you can imagine when our triggering is for each and department are still department are responsible for the taking immediately anticipatory action. Engage all government stakeholders for the taking anticipatory action. Planning for flood or drought emergency situation and rehabilitation and full response. We can say model canvas for the my early warning system. You can see key partner in number first column: National Disaster Management Authority, Provincial Disaster Management Authority, Pakistan Meteorological Department, Disaster Management Authority at the district level, Provincial Planning and Development Department, District Administration, Line Department, Society, NGO are the most responsible. Key activities which earlier I already mentioned, channels we can do with the government department, UN agencies, stakeholders, NGOs, INGO, civil society. We can engage each and everything: youth, civil society, institution, each and every responsible who are the provide support to we can save our communities. Sustainable relationship and synergies will join existing cluster and network for the sustainability, establish coordination and a networking mechanism for existing department. And target population, I have already mentioned, the most vulnerable population will anticipate this entire district, overall the Sindh. Will adopt anticipatory networking and strategy in funding stream. I can urge to all UN agencies, all United Nations departments civil society agencies to please go with system and protect and save the people of the world, because this is the small concept applying in the future in world, because world is facing for in terms of the climate change, and this century going a worse situation, because this is happening in Pakistan today. Tomorrow, another country, as Secretary General said in briefing in United Nations General Assembly. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor, for your valuable time and for joining this webinar. On the behalf of Organizing Committee, WRFASE and IRAJ webinars, I'd like to thank you once again. I'd like to thank all our sponsors and coordinators. I also thank our president. We're happy to hear comments and compliments or suggestion at our Facebook and Twitter page. This video will be available shortly in our YouTube channel. Kindly subscribe our official YouTube channel, IRAJ Conferences and Seminars, for all past upcoming webinars and expert talks. Thank you. Thank you, Professor.
Thank you very much.